So this is my first official day working at Starbucks. It's a full 8-hour shift, so it's gonna be pretty brutal, but we're 2 hours in, just finished up my break, feeling good. All right, just got into my lunch, still feeling awesome, but I noticed that they were playing Charlie Brown music. No idea how well you can hear that, but it's playing. So I've never tried Starbucks' donut. I would consider myself a donut expert. I've tried many donuts over my 19 years of life. It's a little expensive. It was $1.50 with my 30% off Starbucks deal. But let's give it a taste test. Definitely a little dry, well glazed. 7.63 out of 10. Also got a sandwich. Ham and Swiss, baby. So I've got 5 minutes left on my lunch break, but I need to do some Christmas shopping for my cousins and I also need to get some coffee because I get a pound each week. So I think I'm gonna get this guy. This is the coffee I'm gonna get, and then we're gonna get this cup. And then, yeah, I think that'll be it. These are just gonna go with my discount, and then can I have this as my mark off? Thank you. Is going to love me. Where am I gonna put this? I'm gonna put you right there. All right, time to go back out. All right, so we just closed. I'm in the men's room, but now I'm swapping out the toilet paper rolls, and my shift manager frickin' loads the toilet paper in backwards, like roll inwards. Always facing outwards. Come on, guys. Oh, I do not want to reach behind the men's toilet. Good night, guys. See ya. Hello, gorgeous. Just turned past midnight. I literally do keep those bottles back there because, true story, if I have to pee on the road and I really can't stop because I'm late or if I just need to go somewhere, pee in a cup. True story. Had to do that once. Sucked, but I had to do it. I want to talk about something that I feel like is highly misunderstood. Caffeine. Your average cup of joe. What's a cup of joe? Starbucks has 3 different types of regularly brewed coffee. Blonde roast, medium roast, and dark roast. In your average cup of medium roast, there is 155 grams of caffeine in an 8-ounce cup. 1 8-ounce cup. 8-ounce cup is tiny. It's like that big. The biggest hot cup we have is a venti. That's 20 ounces. That's like it is very, very large. And that's almost 400 grams of caffeine, which is what the FDA states that 400 milligrams of caffeine is safe for the average human being. However, I know people that get venti cups of coffee and then refill them, therefore having about 750 milligrams of caffeine a day. I need something to write on. This is your baseline. This is the average tolerance that every human has to a drug or some sort of medicine or anything. It could be alcohol, it could be opioids, it could be oranges or spicy food. It's just a tolerance for what your body has adapted to for a specific food or drug or medicine that you take. And it changes how the drug affects your body. When you take a type of drug, let's use caffeine for example, essentially what happens is your baseline gets shot up. Let's say you drink an 8-ounce cup of coffee. Your immediate tolerance to having that caffeine in your body immediately jumps up because that's just not what your body's used to, and so the baseline gets shot up. And then you have what's called a withdrawal, which is true of any drug or substance or whatever. And it's essentially your brain trying to release chemicals to get your body back to your baseline, because that's what it's like. It's normal. So it brings it back up to there. And then that's just what your body is used to. And so that's awesome. And then your brain's corrected, and then you just begin on your steady course. However, let's say you drink that 8-ounce cup of coffee for, and this varies from person to person, but let's say you drink that for a while. But after a while of drinking, eventually, your initial spike doesn't go as high. However, the withdrawal goes down lower. Because your brain is constantly releasing chemicals to keep on overcorrecting and trying to get your body back to your baseline. And the more you keep on doing it, the less and less of an effect the caffeine has, and the bigger and bigger the withdrawal. So much that your initial baseline is lowered, and you can't even get the exact same effect that you had. And so this is your new baseline. This is your new baseline down here, because your body has overcorrected so much over here that your body has permanently changed your initial baseline from up here to down here to try and lower the withdrawal symptoms, which are like vomiting. And since your body is trying to lower those symptoms, you keep on wanting to have that initial like good happy feeling of like being caffeinated and feeling pumped and revved and everything, and your body wants that, and so it keeps trying to overcorrect, and you keep wanting to have that feeling, and so you keep on drinking your little 8-ounce cup of coffee, and you get all kinds of messed up. And this is like true of any sort of like drug addiction. Like this is what, like if you smoke weed, you have that really nice happy high feeling, and then you have withdrawal, which are vomiting, diarrhea, a whole bunch of other crappy stuff. Or if it's opioids, if you're taking it for pain, your pain comes back, and it comes back worse, and so you want to take more opioids, and that's what you call an opioid crisis, when 1 billion people have that same issue. My favorite energy drink is Red Bull, and they sell an 8-ounce, so we'll go with that. 8-ounce pint. The average pint is 150 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup. Red Bull only has 82 milligrams of caffeine in the exact same size, and yet people give Red Bull a really hard time. Then again, it also has sugar, but it's like literally the exact same that's in your apple juice. So this was, I don't know, a message? I'm not really sure what it is. I just learned about today, and I wanted to share it. So, knowledge is power. I think that's a famous quote by someone.